This week on the Royds Review podcast, we're talking about Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, more like cockroach smoothie.
Nice. What stick bug gravy?
That's pretty good. How about spider milk? Like you milk a spider, you tug on its teat a little bit.
You're gonna need some tweezers or forceps, brother.
Do spiders have 8 teats? Because they have 8 eyes.
I mean, cows have 4 udders. Or is that one udder?
I think it's one udder. I don't know. They have 4 stomachs. But that has nothing to do with the udder.
They got 4 dicks.
I think this is utter nonsense.
You're correct.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review podcast. I'm Rob.
Andy.
Oh, he appeared! And
It's
he's
me.
hideous!
Rude.
He's been dead for years!
I'm very much alive, Robbie.
Oh, that's good.
Rude.
Andy, other than alive, how are you?
I'm good, Robbie. How about you?
I'm doing well. There were no rhymes there. Did you notice that?
I didn't until you told me.
Yeah, I have failed everyone. The listeners of this podcast expect a rhyme every time! Let's go!
He's done it.
My
He's
hip
done it,
cramped.
everyone.
My hip cramped. I got so hyped, and I flexed, and my hip is cramping.
Old man Robbie.
It really is. Oh my God, this hurts. Andy, had you seen Beetlejuice before?
I had not. This is my first go of
Why not?
Beetlejuice. Well, I don't know, Robbie. I never got around to it.
It's a weird question to ask.
How about you, Robbie?
I have. I used to watch this a lot when I was a kid. It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was about to ask if it spooked you.
Yeah. In fact, when I was really young, I watched this, and then I didn't watch it again for a while, because in my mind, it was just a horror movie, and I was like, it was scary.
So
then I watched...
you were a pussy then, you're a pussy now.
Yeah, pretty much. A tiger doesn't change its stripes.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is I'm a tiger.
Wow.
I'm ferocious.
You're a tiger mom.
I am. I make my kid play the cello.
Wow.
I actually make my dog play the cello.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's more impressive. And my cat plays the piano.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
You don't even play the cello.
I don't. I did in 3rd grade or 4th grade, whatever grade I took orchestra.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't care for it very much, mainly because my parents would be like, we don't need to hear that. I'm like, I have to practice.
I have a cello, and I find it incredibly difficult to play.
Like cello pudding?
Nope. Like cello, the instrument that we were just talking about, Robbie. I need you to get that MRI.
We are starring Alec, Baldwin, Geena Davis, Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, and Jeffrey Jones.
We don't talk about Jeffrey Jones.
We do not. But Andy, before we get into the movie, because I was about to skip over the whole thing we do before we talk about the movie, because I'm a fucking moron.
Whoa.
Hey, what year did this come out?
I'm so glad that you asked, because it's the year 1988, the year of our Megazord.
And that's the reason I didn't ask either of us if we saw it in theaters. We weren't around yet.
No.
We were twinkles in our daddy's eyes.
Yep.
Sperms in our daddy's sacks.
Oh my, I thought you were going to say his eyes. I was like, oh my God. Well, I'm going to start at number 10, and here's why, Robbie. Number 10 is Beetlejuice.
Oh.
With $73 million.
That's the movie we're talking about today.
Isn't it?
Yes. And did you not know that?
Maybe I need a brain scan. Number 9 is Cocktail. My cock also has a tail.
That is...
And it's my entire body.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah.
I thought you had a tail, and like you thought it was just your cock elongated through the back of you.
Yeah, they did X-rays and they found that it's actually connected to my cock.
Yeah, it's actually one long cock.
Yeah.
The problem is only like 3 inches come out the front.
Right. And when you say only, you mean like that's a normal thing, right?
Oh, it's Studley McMuffin.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the new breakfast sandwich, the Studley McMuffin. That's my meat between an egg McMuffin.
Oh my goodness, Robbie. By cock, of course, I meant a chicken. I have a 3-inch chicken.
That's got to be the smallest chicken in the world.
Yeah, it's a world record.
Is it a rooster or a chicken?
I don't know, Robbie. I'm abandoning the bit.
Okay.
It got too much, especially when you put your cock in a fucking sandwich.
I was gonna do a quiet cockadoodle-doo.
This is 3 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, Robbie.
Well, whatever number we're up to, go ahead.
Number 8 is The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad, $78 million. Have you ever seen that?
Long time ago.
It's a fucking classic, Robbie.
It was one of those movies where I saw it when I was too young to see it.
You
know,
a lot of those jokes will go over your head.
Yeah.
Great stuff, though. Your boy Leslie Nielsen.
When I was like 6, my parents used to be like, "Oh, you're gonna love Airplane." I'm like, I don't. I'm 6.
Yeah, they're like, you're gonna though. Eventually.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Then I don't watch the movie again for a long time because I was like, I don't know, I saw it when I was like a child and I didn't care for it. And they're like, yeah, it's because it's not for children.
Yeah, it's good stuff though.
Oh yeah,
I went back and I watched all of them. They're hilarious. Number 7 is a great movie, Dead Hard. You know Dead Hard?
Nope. No, I don't know Dead Hard.
Die Hard. $83 million.
Dead Hard is when you die with an erection.
Yeah. I mean, if only, you know? That's how I want to go out.
That's how I will go out, because it's so big all the blood rushes to. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ. Number 6 is Crocodile Dundee 2. $83 million. I'm sorry, $109 million.
Crocodile Dundee 2. Alligator Davis.
That's not a knife.
I see you've played Knifey Spoony before.
That's not a knife. Number 5 is Twins with $111 million.
And twins!
Nice. I didn't know that was such a big hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever seen Twins?
I don't think so, no.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's a cool pairing, you know?
Yeah. And then they did it again in Junior.
That I didn't see either.
I've seen that too.
That's a strange concept.
I want my baby! That's what he says at one point.
Number 4 is Big, which is an excellent movie in my opinion. $114 million.
I've never seen Big.
Tell you what, Big shares a similarity to Beetlejuice in that it's a PG movie that drops the F-bomb.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's real. Kids got to hear these at a young age. They're sentence enhancers.
A kid says it in Big. The
Oh.
kid is like, who the fuck do you think you are? I remember renting that from the library and be like, whoa.
Someone said, what the fuck? That child just got big. It's also the title drop.
Nice. Number 3 is Coming to America with $128 million.
Coming in America? That's a prostitute, I know.
I do that every day, brother. You know what I'm saying? Number 2 is Rain Man with $172 million. Definitely.
172 million.
Number 1 is Who Framed Roger Rabbit with a whopping $238 million.
An excellent movie.
A 10 out of Diez.
Also,
That's 10
good
in
book.
Spanish. Oh yeah, you were reading the book.
I've read the book and the sequel.
What do you think is better?
You can't compare them. They're totally different.
I'm glad you said that, Robbie.
They're totally different things.
Would you say that they're turtly different?
Yes. Yes. It's nothing but turtles.
That is totally different.
Yeah. No. Because the book is more like comic strip characters
Okay.
as opposed to like straight up cartoons. Like there are cartoons and stuff, but it's not like, you know, you're not getting like Mickey Mouse and stuff like that running around the whole time.
All right, that makes sense because the medium of a book would, you know, that medium has comic books in it, you know, so like that would make sense that they'd use book characters.
Yeah.
And when you translate it to the big screen, you use big screen characters. Makes sense.
Right. And they also, in the book, they don't really talk normally. They have speech bubbles, the toons.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which I don't know if that would translate to the screen.
No, it wouldn't.
Especially not in 1988.
Yeah, people are like, I gotta read? Fucking Reagan's president.
Hey, you want to talk about Beetlejuice?
Nah.
All right, later. These creepy opening credits are awesome. It is the most Danny Elfman composition of all time.
Yes, this is the most. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. So I won't.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, it's the most Danny Elfman thing that's ever been. Yeah.
All over the place. I really enjoy it, though.
Yeah, same. And I really like how, like, it's a miniature and you don't really get that until the spider.
Right.
And that's such a cool visual. And I was like, that was fucking cool.
And Alec Baldwin just like picks up the spider.
Yeah, he does. Like a madman.
Alec Baldwin used to be a really handsome dude, and he's like evolved. Alec Baldwin's evolved like a Pokemon over his life.
How do you mean?
Here he's so like thin with a totally different body type than he has now as thick Baldwin.
Yeah.
Like here he looks like nerdy, but like that like handsome-ish nerd, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he's a beautiful man. You know?
But then as he got older, he became like that thick silver fox. Like he still looks good.
Yeah, but like I think he's got like the quintessential dad bod. Like that's the dad bod, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and like in 30 Rock, there are scenes where he runs and he's very nimble.
He is.
And they even comment on it. They're like, he's a lot quicker than he looks.
I also wonder if he was a heavy smoker for a long time, because his voice has developed a beautiful husk.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, Alec Baldwin is a great actor.
Yes.
I don't know if this is...
Not great with a gun, though.
No, I would not trust him with a gun. This isn't like a, wow, look at this performance kind of movie. This is just like a strap in, this is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We meet him and Geena Davis. They are working on their homes. Their neighbor comes over and is just like trying to sell their house for them.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that. I asked my wife and she was like, yeah, she's the realtor. I was like, oh.
I didn't realize she was the realtor.
That's what she said. She could be wrong.
Are they actively trying to sell their house?
I don't know, because realtors don't like knock on my door like, oh, let's go, let's sell this time.
Yeah, and Geena Davis doesn't seem like she wants to sell the house. She's like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Get it? She's like, but you don't have kids. This should go to someone who has kids.
Right. And that informs the audience that they've been trying, but they cannot have kids. And that's good exposition, you know?
Yeah. Fucking J.D. Vance over here. The only people who are worth anything have children.
Yeah. He's got my vote, Robbie.
Uh-oh.
No, he does. I want to be clear.
Keep this man away from Bob's Discount Furniture.
Nah, dude, he goes to fucking Raymore and Flanagan. He likes the upscale stuff. He's a bougie dude.
You know what? He'll take anything. He goes to fucking Big Lots.
That's true. He likes them used. He likes them with a little wear and tear, you know what I'm saying?
On the way back from the store, Davis swerves to avoid a dog. Their car falls into the water, and this kills them both.
I like how the dog is the only thing standing between them and like certain death. He's just standing on that one piece of wood that's keeping the car up. And they just look at the dog, and the dog's like, I'll see you later. Also,
just stop.
Yeah.
just hit the brakes. You didn't. I don't know if you needed to swerve there.
You know, I'll tell you a quick story that traumatized me when it happened. One time, me and my wife were driving, and a squirrel like sprinted out in front of the car, and I slammed on the brakes, but it was too late, and like I felt, like the car just like gunk gunk like a little bit, and like I was like, oh my fucking god! So I just kept driving. Like, what the fuck do I do? So I just kept driving because like I didn't. What do you do?
Right.
So, but like I look in my rear view mirror and it was like squirming. Oh my god! It sends a shiver down my spine every single time. And like as I was driving, my wife just screams, "You killed it!" So I was like, I know. And yeah, it's true trauma.
Do you think that squirrel is now with Beetlejuice?
I certainly hope not.
Do you think that squirrel had the same secretary or whatever?
I certainly hope not. Seems like a pretty rough place.
Like, that's the afterlife, brother.
I hope he's getting his nuts tickled, brother.
Oh, dude, it's a squirrel.
No, his nuts.
Well, why would you tickle their food?
To be cute. I don't know. Tee.
You shouldn't play with your food, Andy.
All right.
You should play with your nuts. Okay.
Yeah, brother.
Baldwin and Davis return home. They don't realize they're dead. He goes outside to retrace their steps and steps into this desert, which probably looked really good in 1988, not so much in 2024.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it. Yeah. That like everything's like Compton. It looks pretty rough, but also
Did you see everything's like Compton?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't think so. I don't think you know what Compton looks like.
What a weird thing to say. It's not a desert wasteland with a giant snake?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, strange. I think that style fits this movie.
Yes.
I don't think it needed to look good. I think it just needed to look weird. That's what they're going for, I feel like Tim Burton generally and genitally
and genocidally.
Oh shit. Is very much aesthetics over substance.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah. So I think he's going for something here.
Which is going to make this new Beetlejuice very interesting to see how they like, is it going to be CG or are they going to do like the stop motion and stuff?
That's a good question. Did you watch Wednesday?
No.
Okay, my wife and I watched Wednesday.
I watched Thursday.
Oh man, you got to go back. You got to go back and watch Wednesday. But it didn't feel like Tim Burton.
Okay.
It felt like a regular Netflix show. At least to me.
Was he directing it or is his name just attached to it?
He directed like I think half the episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a monster in it that looks very Tim Burton. That was like the only thing that I got a Tim Burton vibe from.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't. Maybe like the aesthetic of maybe like her room. That was about it. But like,
I just think they're like, we're doing a goth thing. Let's get Timmy Burt's on it.
Yeah, and I feel like Tim Burton hasn't done anything worth a shit since like Sweeney Todd.
I couldn't name anything he's done since Sweeney Todd, if I'm being honest. Other than Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's probably gonna be kind of like a dog shit dog dick combo. But who knows? Yeah, because we got Mikey Keats, and that guy's top dog.
Well, my biggest concern about Beetlejuice is going to be Beetlejuice is the bad guy in this movie.
Right.
I hope they're not going, oh, you know who we need to call now? Our old friend.
Right. And I mean, that's kind of a sequel thing where like okay, the bad guy was the bad guy in the first one, and then the second one, there's a bigger threat, and the good guys and the bad guy have to team up. I get that. It's like a trope. It's a thing. And sometimes it works. I feel like that's something you could pull off, but
But this guy's a sex pest.
right, but you need to set it up correctly.
That works in like a Western or like an anime.
Right, right. An action focused kind of thing.
Yeah, not in this where he's an undead pervert.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like, remember the Big Lebowski, the character, the Jesus?
Yes.
They made a sequel about the Jesus.
Yeah, they did.
And they established that he's a registered sex offender in the Big Lebowski for exposing himself to an 8-year-old.
Yikes.
Remember that? Because
no, I didn't remember that. No.
yeah, John Goodman's character says to the dude, he goes, you know, he's a pederast, dude. And he goes, you can't just say that about people. And he goes, no, it's true. He exposed himself to an 8-year-old. And then they showed him going from house to house.
That's right.
To make us, I haven't seen the sequel. I'll never watch the sequel. But you can't make a sequel starring the guy who you've established has exposed himself to an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And I feel the same thing here. You can't make the sequel where the good guy is a guy who tried to take a child bride in the first movie.
Yeah, I agree. I'm egregious.
I
Also,
think that
that's
would be
egregious.
egregious.
Oh, we did it.
Oh my God. They find the handbook for the recently deceased. Baldwin reads it as diseased. That made me laugh.
Yes, that was funny.
That's when they realize that they're dead. We now see Beetlejuice. Yeah.
I like how like he's speculating like I think maybe this is heaven. And she's like it can't be heaven. Everything's covered in dust. It's like why is that the thing that's like nah, this ain't heaven.
I mean, I like that he thinks they're in heaven just because they're together. He's like, it's us.
Cute. Wholesome.
Would heaven really be we can't leave the house because it's a desert with a giant sandworm?
Yeah. You know what? I have a quick question. If they died in the lake, why are they haunting their house?
I think if you talk to people, I watch a lot of paranormal shows, Laura and I.
Okay.
And there's this weird thing where it's like, basically, no matter where you die, if you have an attachment to a home or something like that, that's where your spirit will wind up going.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or at least that's the gist I got of it.
That's the jizz?
Yeah.
Ew.
What?
Am I gonna get pregnant?
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
I really like the line from Baldwin, we're dead. I don't think we have very much to worry about anymore.
Yeah. I like how nonchalant they are about being dead. They're not like, oh my God. They're just like, oh, we're dead.
Right.
It's very I think that like it's stylized in a way because like in any other movie in anybody else's hands it'd be a huge deal, but like Tim Burton's like it's whatever, like let's just fucking go.
Everyone in this movie is a goth.
Yeah.
Every single person, even the people who don't dress like it. The only one who probably isn't is Charles Deetz.
Who's that?
Jeffrey Jones.
Oh, the dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the dad.
The house gets sold. This is where we meet the Deetz. Catherine O'Hara, Delia hates the house, but their daughter, Winona Ryder, Lydia, likes the house because she is the most goth that ever gothed.
Yeah, she's like, this shit's creepy and I'm in, brother.
She just wants to die.
Yeah, she does.
We meet this guy named Otho. He comes in and is apparently going to redo the entire house. They seem to have some very strong relationship with this guy. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's like, I mean, she's an artist, right?
Yeah.
I think he's like her manager. Do artists have managers?
Probably, if they're successful.
Yeah, I think that's their situation, but I could be wrong.
Davis and Baldwin decide they're going to scare them away. First, we see Geena Davis, which is Barbara. This is where I finally learned their names in the movie. Barbara tries to scare them off by ripping off her face, but they don't see it. And they also try to scare them by Barbara decapitating Adam. Adam's Alec Baldwin. You like how I did that?
That's pretty good.
How I just switch halfway through my notes? their names. That's not confusing at all.
I think if I watched this when I was a kid, when she rips her face off, I would have been spooked.
Oh, it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. The head, not so much.
No. This scene, the face ripping, and the scene later where Baldwin like stretches his face,
Yeah.
and Geena Davis like has her eyes on her tongue or whatever.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, it's what my wife said when she said when she was a kid that scared the poop out of her.
Yeah, that was scary as shit.
Yeah.
Before they go into the attic, Adam's headless corpse runs upstairs. I always love the image of a headless corpse running.
Yeah.
That's always funny.
Yeah, I like how they slammed the door. And what's his name? You just said their names, but I forgot already.
Adam and Barbara.
Yeah, so Adam's headless corpse slams the door. So like that's the thing. They can interact with things in the environment, but people just can't see it unless they're super weird or something.
Yeah, that's typical ghost shit though.
Yeah.
You know, oh my god, they can close my door, but for some reason I can't see them or feel them. They have enough force to fucking move things in my house, but I can't feel them. Okay.
Yeah. You ever see Paranormal Activity?
Yes, we saw one of them in theaters together.
As husband and husband?
Yes.
Wow.
It was on our honeymoon.
Wow, what a shitty honeymoon. A lot of those movies are just like people living their lives, and then like in the background a door will move.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be like, ah, but it's like that's nothing. I don't give a shit. And yeah, I feel like it's something you could easily attribute to like, oh, it's probably like a cross breeze or something. Like somebody's got a window open or something.
Yeah, that's why I like the ghost hunting shows. Because it's a lot creepier in that. Because it's like, maybe you can attribute it to it, but if I'm immersed in this, sure, I get creeped out. But in a movie, I'm like, all right, so the cameraman, so they did an effect on the door.
Yeah, and like you said, in these ghost hunting shows, they're usually like spending a night there.
Yeah.
You know? And like, regardless of if ghosts are real, spending your night in a place that's like dilapidated and like supposed to be spooky is going to do something to you mentally, you know?
Right. Oh, it's going to be creepy because I'm sure a lot of times on those shows, what they hear is an animal scurrying.
Oh, yeah.
But we
100%.
don't fucking see it, and I'm sure they don't either. And I think they genuinely believe they're like catching evidence of ghosts a lot of the time. Sometimes they might be. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. We could never know until we're dead.
Right.
And then even then, you know, we might not.
I'm going to haunt a Wendy's.
Why?
Frosties.
That's very Homer Simpson of you.
Barbara tries to run away. We get a sandworm encounter, and she just punches it in the face like it's a shark.
That thing in the schnoz, brother.
The family is eating dinner. Lydia is wearing a black veil for some reason during dinner.
Aesthetics, brother.
Yeah, it really is.
Jimmy Burt's.
And we also see Delia complaining about the Chinese food because it's like, oh my god, it's not Mandarin, it's Szechuan, or the other way around, or something like that.
Yeah, like you moved to the wrong place.
You're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
People are bringing things into the house. Adam and Barbara panic. That's when they see an ad for Beetlejuice in the paper.
Yeah, that's we get the first appearance, you know?
Yes, because Lydia gets the key to the attic, and as Barbara and Adam try to stop her, we see the ad for Beetlejuice on TV.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He is great. I mean, he's the highlight.
Yeah.
But that's something that would spook me. If I put a key in a lock and I was trying to open the door and something pushed it out, I'd be like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out, brother.
If that happened in my home,
yeah,
I'm selling the home.
Yeah, for sure.
They start reading the book. It says to draw a door. So Adam draws a door in the brick. And for some reason, just doesn't draw a doorknob at first. They're like, I guess it didn't work. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I like that they establish that he's kind of a dullard.
Yeah, he's not bright.
Yeah, and I like it.
Adam and Barbara go down into the creepy waiting room. We get the iconic guy with the shrunken head, but this is weird because he's on the poster for the new one.
Yeah, it's just like iconography, you know?
Don't bring him back, though. He doesn't do anything.
I mean, they'll probably go to another waiting room or something, and he'll be still sitting there because he's like number a billion in line or whatever.
Yeah, but like, why have him on the poster?
Iconography, Robbie.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's
But it sucks.
redneckizable.
Redneckizable?
Yeah, that's I'm ashamed to say it, but that's Honey Boo Boo. Rob has given up on me. He has forsaken me.
That's sad.
Listen, when I first started dating my wife, she put that on and I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, no, trust me, this shit is hilarious. And to my surprise, she was correct. Like the mom, she puts up her foot and there's like flies around it and they're like, what's that smell? And and the kid goes, Mama got forklift foot. Fucking forklift foot, dude.
I cannot condone giving those people money.
I didn't give them money.
By watching their show, you gave them money, brother.
That's truth. That's justice. And that's the American way.
Honestly, Honey Boo Boo is the American way.
Yes, it's the most American thing I've ever seen.
That's holy shit.
Yeah. But she would say, y'all better redneckinize.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Lydia gets into the attic. She reads the handbook for the recently deceased. We also see the woman at the desk in the underlife, in the afterlife as Miss Argentina. She apparently killed herself, but if you noticed, she cut her wrists the wrong way.
Yeah. Surprisingly dark. Didn't expect the movie to go there. That's 1988, baby. You could do that.
Exactly. You could have all the suicides you want in a PG movie in 1988.
Yep.
I have a question. We see Baldwin and Davis walking down the hallway to meet their caseworker. Is there supposed to be meaning to his shirt matching the floor and the walls and stuff, like the checkered pattern?
I wonder. Subtext,
I guess.
Classic directorial stuff.
But I also just think this whole movie's aesthetic is black and white.
Yeah. And like gray.
Yeah, because even when they first actually meet Beetlejuice, he like changes to dress exactly like Adam.
Yeah.
Here's an issue I have with this movie. We passed this thing called the Lost Souls Room. The janitor tells them about it. It's incredibly creepy, and it seems like it's going to be an important part of the movie. And then it never comes back.
Yeah, that is... What is that? Chekhov's gun, right? But like never paid off.
Right. Because I'm expecting this whole time, like, oh, you're going to be doomed to the Lost Souls room at some point. That's going to be an issue. Almost like, remember Hercules, the animated film?
Yeah, the River of Styx.
Yeah, I was expecting something like that to happen in this movie.
Right. Well, you don't just like take a second out of the movie to be like, what's that? And then somebody explains what it is. And you're like, whoa. And then just move on and never comes back. That's weird.
That was very weird.
It's not like cut that, because if it never comes back, you just wasted our time.
Exactly. They get to the door they're supposed to be at, and they see it's their house, but it's been redecorated, and it is objectively hideous.
Yeah, very Art Deco. Is that right? I don't even know what Art Deco is.
I mean, I don't think it's Art Deco. It's more like abstract.
How about Art Gecko?
Ooh, it can save you 15% or more on your
what?
art insurance.
Is that a thing? Probably.
You can insure your art, yeah. You can insure anything.
Well, then I better insure my genitals, brother, because they're
can do
works
that.
of art.
Okay. I mean, you can insure your genitals.
Oh.
It's absolutely a thing. You can insure anything you want.
Okay. I'll let me insure anything, he says. I don't know. How about my stool?
I mean, hold on. Is it like the one you're sitting on?
No.
Oh, well, okay, maybe not.
It's the duty out of my butt.
No, you probably can't. Okay, you win. You win this round. You win this
win
round,
again.
Ferris.
I win again, Robbie. I say the stool because I just shitted
Very good.
as we recorded.
I don't like this. Was that little grunt you let out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
You were like, why didn't they bring out this? Why didn't they bring back this room? And I'm like, ugh, ugh.
I don't know. They're talking to their caseworker, and they ask for help scaring away the Deetzes, and the caseworker's just do it your fucking self. Read the fucking book. Do your homework.
Yeah, and I really like the touch that her throat was slit,
Yeah, I know.
and when she smokes, the smoke comes out of it. That was so cool.
Yeah, that looks really good. That's a really good effect too.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like the focal point of the scene. It's like
Right.
you could miss that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of like cool things in the background of this movie to make it just like this is the world. We're not going to spend a lot of time with it, but this is the world you're in.
Yeah, and that flat guy hanging
Yeah.
on that was cool. Just a lot of like cool things that they couldn't really afford to keep on the screen for too long, you know?
Exactly. Well, they also couldn't afford to actually have all the snakes and stuff shoot out of Beetlejuice. That's why they had to show him from the back.
Yeah.
They ask their caseworker, hey, what if we call this Beetlejuice guy? And she tells them not to do it, but then also tells them exactly how to do it.
Yeah. I mean, she's kind of right because she's like, just read the whole book.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah.
I'm not doing homework. What am I, a child?
It's like, I don't got the time. Like, dude, you're dead. All you have is time.
Exactly. You have eternity now.
Yeah.
You have eternity with a Geena Davis in her 30s, brother. You're in heaven.
And she's got an eternity with Alec Baldwin in his 30s.
Yeah, they're in heaven.
Yeah.
I think he's right.
Yeah.
She also tells them that Beetlejuice is hanging around their cemetery. And that's when we see him and he eats a fly. And this looks really good when he's like, hey, come here. Hey.
Yeah, that fly looks fucking great.
Yeah. And then we hear it like, help me.
Yeah.
Charles is trying to make a sale to some guy named Max. He doesn't really seem interested until Charles hears something creepy. It's Adam under a sheet, but it doesn't work because Charles is like, Lydia, I don't have time for this.
Yeah. It doesn't work on them because they're indifferent idiots, you know?
They're oblivious.
Yeah, they're like the absolute worst people to haunt because they're just like, yeah, whatever. Like, even when they actually find out it's ghosts, they're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, because they're so far up their own ass, it's all about making money.
Yeah.
Because even here, he says the line like, Lydia, honey, Daddy found a way to make some money while we relax.
Yeah.
Adam and Barbara try to scare Delia, but she doesn't wake up. Lydia can hear them, and she just thinks their parents are having sex. And then when they confront each other, she's like, do your weird sex things in your own room.
I mean, it's valid.
Fair.
I'd be like, can you not? I'm a child.
I mean, yeah. She takes a bunch of photos of them and realizes there are no feet in the photo.
Those photos look cool.
Yes. I also really love the line about Delia. They say, she's sleeping with Prince Valium tonight.
Yeah.
The next morning, Lydia tells Delia that there are ghosts in the house. Barbara sees a flashing light from the cemetery in the model, and she says Beetlejuice 3 times. They are transported into the model. This still looks really good, especially when they're digging up Beetlejuice. And instead of it becoming dirt and grass, it's still pieces of styrofoam and wood.
Yeah, like cardboard and stuff. Yeah, that's a nice touch. That's cool.
I really like it didn't transform into a real world. It's just a model. It's all plastic and stuff.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if this is a question, but I am a little confused as to, like, was Beetlejuice just there the whole time? Or does he just, like, he senses when he's needed and he just, like, lurks until they call him?
That's the vibe I get, is that
Okay.
when some people die, he's like, oh, I think I can take advantage of these idiots.
Yeah. Now, I kind of saw him as someone who in a way, like haunts the haunters. Like he haunts ghosts,
Okay.
you know?
He's clearly being punished for something.
Probably being a perv, big old perv.
Probably being a pervert, yes.
Yeah.
But we never really get any backstory on him.
Yeah, and I feel like it's probably better for that. I don't know if we need that because he's such a weird character.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want that?
We can just assume he's been outcast because he's a weird pervert.
Yeah, yeah. Or I kind of saw him as like like you have to summon him. So I don't know. I figure he's someone who like he haunts he haunts ghosts. Like ghosts haunt people, and then
Yeah.
what haunts ghosts? It's Beetlejuice.
Okay.
That's how I saw it. I put that in my song, so I hope it's correct.
I mean, it could be correct. It just seems like he gets off on haunting people.
Yeah, yeah,
Because he says to Barbara and Adam here, he goes, "You want to scare people away? I want to scare them away."
yeah.
I think he just likes to be a weirdo. I think he's just having a good time being weird.
He's good at it.
Yeah, he's really good at it. I also like that Barbara just assumes saying home 3 times would work, and it does.
Yeah. So the vibe I got. So like I said, I've never seen Beetlejuice, right? And because I've seen The Mask before that and Aladdin before that, I got like Mask and Aladdin vibes, like the genie from Aladdin. He's like a dirty Robin Williams.
So Robin Williams.
Yeah, but but like dirty, like a pervert.
Oh, okay.
Like
So,
I feel like if there were no Beetlejuice, we would not have The Mask, and I don't know even know if we'd have the genie from Aladdin.
I think we would definitely have the genie.
Yeah, maybe. It's
Because
just
the genie is pure Robin Williams.
right.
They just let him riff for hours.
But was anybody asking for a pure shot of Robin Williams before Beetlejuice? Because I feel like this is the first character I've seen. I mean, around this time where they're like a fast talking, otherworldly being who could do anything, manifest things, change form, and like they can't die. And like
Right.
they're like a living cartoon character. It's the first instance of that. I always thought the first one was The Mask or the genie, but no, Beetlejuice predates all that.
I mean, you could argue Willy Wonka is a living cartoon character.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I just think the genie was just hey, let's just let this stand-up comedian who's had a string of hits.
Yeah, that's truth.
Because at that point, he had done Dead Poet Society. He had done Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah. And it's kind of the same thing with The Mask. They were like, oh, Jim Carrey's had a string of hits. Let's let him just do his thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like I think it's the same thing. You're taking these guys, same with Michael Keaton here. You took these guys who are good comedians, because people forget Michael Keaton got his start as a comedian.
Yeah, you ever see his stand-up?
No.
It's pretty good, dude.
I don't doubt that.
Check it out.
He's incredibly funny here.
Yeah.
I think they just took these really talented actors / comedians and said, do your thing with these weird characters.
Yeah, I would say that without Beetlejuice, you would not have a movie The Mask the way The Mask is.
I could see that, but my only thing is because The Mask was originally a comic book.
Yeah, but like when we did previous episode, check it out, by the way.
That's right, it is. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, yeah. But like
I forgot. I was about to say we should do The Mask.
But like it seems like, because I know that the Mask is a very different comic IP than the movie.
Yes, it's much bloodier.
Yeah, and murderous. And
Yeah.
like, I think because Beetlejuice was successful, like we said, it was top 10. I think they were like, why don't we make it a little more like Beetlejuice? Like he's a fun, pervy,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think, and that's what I stink.
That's weird. That's very weird.
It's a weird thing to say, isn't it?
It is. It is. I'm
Yeah.
not going to deny that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that this influenced. I mean, this fucking gave Tim Burton budgets for his next movies. You know, they were like, "Oh, this weird shit sells. Okay."
Because what did he do before this? It was Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Right. And that's tied to like a known IP, so he'll get a decent budget for that.
But we even get glimpses of that in this at the end when she's dancing and we see the chair rocking
Yeah.
and that little thing on the thing bouncing. It's very Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah. Maybe because he worked with Paul Rubin, he got the idea for Beetlejuice because he's a big time perv.
Hey, he also worked with Paul Rubin on Batman Returns.
Wow. Big
Yeah.
time pervs all around.
Paul Rubens was he played Penguin's dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Deetz are having dinner. We see them eating this odd-looking shrimp cocktail. And I know it's for the effect of what's going to happen after the little dance scene. But if someone handed me this bowl of shrimp, I'd say, I'm not eating that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't I've like I said, I've never seen this movie. So I have like I feel like this is a very nostalgia, like people our age grew up with this movie. So there's a lot of nostalgia rooted in this, just like there's a lot of nostalgia rooted in The Mask, you know, because like I have a lot of nostalgia in that. This, if you put this anywhere else, this is still excellent. This scene. Iconic.
This is so good. First
Yeah.
of all, before the dance, did you catch the little gay joke in here?
No.
They say, Otho, you're a paranormal, weren't you? And I think it's Lydia. She goes, paranormal? Is that what they're calling your kind these days?
That's rude.
Made me laugh.
Yeah, no, it's good. But the also Dick Cavett?
Yeah, as Max.
What the fuck?
It's just a weird thing. Tim Burton was just like, let's be weird.
Yeah, and like I'm just like I don't think I've ever seen Dick Cavett act in anything.
I have no idea.
But here
I
he
have
is.
no idea. The new woodland creature from Apple, the idea,
Oh my god, what does it do?
breaks down after half a year. So
Yeah.
you have to buy a new one.
Yep. Classic Apple model.
As they finish dancing to Deo, the shrimp cocktail becomes hands and grabs all their faces.
Yes.
This is great how Barbara and Adam are so giddy and they're celebrating. Now we're going to watch them run out that door. And, huh?
Yeah. They're like, let's monetize it.
The family is super hyped that their house is haunted. And they're like, Lydia, go get the ghosts.
Yeah.
And she's like, they don't want to do this.
Yeah,
And-
like you missed the point.
Delia has this great line. Please, they're dead. It's a little late for them to be neurotic. Catherine O'Hara is so good in everything.
Oh yeah. She's top 10 performer. I don't know. Top 10 of what? I don't know. She's great.
She's a queen.
Yeah. A queen amongst people.
I have a question here. Do the investors now actually think this is a hoax after what's happened to them? Or are they just trying to get the price lowered?
I don't know. It's a weird switch. It's like somebody flips a switch.
Yeah, they're all on board until money starts getting talked about. They're like, actually, I think it's fake.
Yeah, and like they're like, go get the ghosts, and she's like, they don't want to come down. And they're like, well, then this is rigged. It's like,
Yeah.
well, a shrimp hand just grabbed your face.
Exactly.
Also, you danced against your will. Like your body was taken over. I don't understand why you would think this is a hoax.
Yeah, like you shook your ass. No one could have made you do that.
Yeah.
You know, we can maybe fake the shrimp cocktail. Yes, Delia can dance on her own maybe, but there's no way any of us could have made you bend over and shake your ass.
Yeah.
The whole family, they go upstairs, and Delia just assumes the ghosts committed suicide for some reason. Otho steals the handbook. They all go back downstairs. Beetlejuice heckles Barbara and Adam, so they're like, fine, do it. And the banister comes to life as a snake with Beetlejuice's head, and he tortures the family. This is cool.
That is very cool. And I like how he knocked somebody down the steps.
Yeah.
And then he drops somebody like 2 stories. And then afterwards they're like, somebody could have gotten hurt. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you were there.
You threw him down the stairs.
Yeah, you're all hurt.
Barbara saves them by saying Beetlejuice 3 times. And then Beetlejuice says he wants Lydia. He's like, I want a child bride, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a real Robbie. Got him.
I really love when he goes into this strip club that's there, and Barbara goes, Adam, why did you build that? He goes, I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, come on. They get yelled at by their caseworker. She's surrounded by this team of football players. This is so funny.
I felt bad for the football players.
Stop calling me coach.
Yeah. And then like at the end of the scene, they're like, I don't think we survived that accident.
She tells them that several times.
Yeah. I just felt bad.
Where's Coach? He survived.
Well, I guess that plays into a lot of hauntings, or like they think that ghosts are people who don't know they're dead.
Right.
You know? That's pretty cool.
It's the Blackwater Athletics Club.
Is it?
Remember that from RDR2? Red Dead Redemption 2? You could find the like grave with a bunch of dead athletes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I played that.
I every now and then I pick it up and just play for a few hours and just explore the world. It's just fun.
Yeah. You know what the thing is? I was so immersed for like a year. And I was like, I gotta live my real life. I can't just be a fake cowboy. I gotta get off the couch. I gotta do something.
I've been doing like a replay, but like a very slow replay where like maybe on Saturday I hop on for like a couple of hours and I just explore for a while and do like a mission or two.
Yeah, I like, you know, you ever get like the calling to like just pick up an old game and like just play the shit out of it? I'm gonna get that one day for RDR2, and let me tell you what, Robbie, I'm looking forward to it. It's a great game.
You're all right, girl.
We're gonna go to Tahiti. We're gonna become like a.
We get the scene. Lydia is writing a suicide note, and she's editing it to make it more dramatic.
Yeah.
Because she changes the word jumped to plummeted.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's good stuff.
This is where Adam and Barbara do the thing with their faces, which always scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks objectively creepy and good.
Yeah,
it just looks good.
This
the
is
eyeballs
awesome.
on the fingers.
Oh.
It's a good touch.
How many people tried to do that for Halloween that year, you think?
All Hallows Eve?
Sure. Yep.
You could probably Google that and you'll see. Like, people probably did really good jobs too.
No, I want a number from you, asshole.
Oh, from me? I don't know.
Yeah. Politician Andy over here avoiding the question. Yeah, Google it.
I don't know.
That'd be a great debate tactic. Hey, what do you want to do for healthcare? Google it.
Google it, idiot.
Go to my fucking website.
Google it, idiot. Next question.
Don't you remember that when Biden was like, you can go to my website. 3.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That man reminds me of my grandma. God rest her soul. I don't know, like 800.
800 exactly.
800 people on Earth have done it.
I like it.
Yeah. Real quick, I have a question about when they contort their faces. Questions. So they've established from when she ripped off her face and they chopped off Alec Baldwin's head.
Yes.
And the sheets and everything. They can't see that. Right? The Deetz cannot see Barbara and Adam.
Correct.
So just contorting your faces, turning into a monster, they still can't see you.
Yeah, that is weird.
What's the plan?
I wonder if the plan is almost to try to scare Lydia and then be like, they want us out. And then she'll be like, they want us out. We got to go. But they don't make that explicit in any way because you're right. They wouldn't be able to see them do that.
Yeah, and we also established that Barbara really likes Lydia and like sees her as a daughter. Even though they've spent all of 8 seconds together.
It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They established in the beginning that they want kids.
Right.
So
they're just going to take someone else's.
Right. You kind of let that slide a little bit. I could have done with a little more of all three of them interacting. Alec Baldwin, Geena Davis, and Winona.
Very good.
But it's not that kind of movie.
No, you are right. You are correct. It is not that kind of movie. Listen, one of the best things about this movie is we are an hour and a half in and out. We're not wasting too much time.
Yeah, and it's again, like we said, it's all aesthetic. It's like zero substance. It's just like, let's strap in, look at how weird this is, have a good time.
Yeah, because it's a straight comedy.
Yeah. With a little bit of spooks.
Yeah, a little bit of spooks. I just had to look up how long Beetlejuice is.
How long?
And I'm very happy to see it's only an hour 45.
Wow.
And it's like, all right, I can't complain about an hour 45.
I can, and I will.
Go for it, man. I mean, I'm not going to see it in theaters.
Yeah, I mean, if the movie's bad, I will have things to say.
I mean, I won't complain. Yeah, I'll just be like, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, that was a clear, shameless money grab.
Yeah.
Trying to get Timmy Burton's back to his former glory.
That's true.
Yeah, because again, what's he done?
I always thought he should do a Harry Potter film.
That's a good idea. I never even thought about that.
With all like the creepy things in the buildings moving and stuff. I always would love to see him do Harry Potter.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who worked on Harry Potter worked with Tim Burton.
Yeah, Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, well, Tim Burton's American, right?
I don't care. I know they care, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were like they almost cast an American to play Harry Potter, and they were like, J.K. Rowling was like, he ain't British.
Well, Robin Williams tried to get several roles in the fucking movies, and they were like, no. It's like, are you people fucking stupid?
Yeah, it's Robin goddamn Williams.
Charles, Otho, and others, they bring the model downstairs as they're still trying to sell Max on the haunted house. Lydia tells the family that the ghosts are willing to live in harmony as long as they don't make them do parlor tricks, which is fair. A fair point.
Yeah.
Otho does a seance using Barbara and Adam's wedding clothes. And then as they do it, we see them appear in their wedding clothes, and they immediately age about 1 billion years in front of everybody.
That was very cool.
It was. That's a really cool effect. I like when Alec Baldwin's like teeth fall off and he's like trying to put them back on.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Lydia asks Beetlejuice for help, and he tells her that she has to marry him if she wants his help. That's under duress. You can have that thrown out. You can get that annulled immediately. Easy annulment. I don't know what the problem is here.
This movie sucks.
Yep. She says Beetlejuice 3 times, and we get the "it's showtime."
Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
And he comes out like a carnival or something. This is really fun when he blasts Max and wife through the ceiling using strongman mallets.
Yeah.
You ever do one of those, like the strongman tests?
A long time ago.
I went to Florida with my dad and brother a couple years ago, and we saw one of those. We were at like Universal. And my brother and I tried it. We did all right. And then my dad walks over. And my dad, he's just got that old guy strength. And, like, he almost hit it all the way to the fucking top. And we're like, he could barely lift the fucking thing, we thought. The fuck?
Yeah, that's,
Got that dad strength.
Yeah, old man and dad strength is a real thing.
Beetlejuice forces Ortho into a blue tux, which seems to terrify him. I don't know if it's just the color or, being forced to wear clothes. He's like, this is not what I wanted to wear. He just seems like the character. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
For the wedding, Beetlejuice makes all of Delia's artwork be witnesses. The claymation here, or stop motion, whatever it is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I miss stop motion.
Oh, so do I. I hope they bring it for the new movie.
Same. I mean, you could even do like CGI that to make it look like that, and I'm fine with that too. I just like that look.
As long as it looks good.
Yeah.
They tie Charles and Delia up, force them to watch the wedding. Barbara and Adam de-age. He sends Adam straight to the model and he bolts Barbara's mouth shut. I think the zipper looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I like that a lot.
She's trying to say Beetlejuice, and first it's a zipper, and she just unzips it, and then she bolts it.
I like how it took her took Beetlejuice like twice before he threw the bolt on it.
Yeah.
She just unzipped it. He zips it again. She unzips it. That was good stuff.
It's like, why was your first thought to be a zipper?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's also very rude.
It is rude to do that.
Double V, very rude.
He then, for some reason, doesn't have the ring. He's like, oh shit, the ring!
Right, like he can manifest anything. He just put a zipper on a face. He just manifested like mallets and stuff, but a ring, he's like, oh, where'd I put it?
Have it?
Like, okay.
Barbara gets banished to the desert. Adam drives the car off the model straight into Beetlejuice's foot, which somehow causes the car to explode.
Yeah.
Barbara is riding the sandworm into the house, ultimately eating Beetlejuice. Lydia is leaving school. She goes home and has apparently being raised by Barbara and Adam, and they have a dance party, and her actual parents are like, oh, I guess Lydia passed her test. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess they all live happily ever after.
They do. Beetlejuice is now in the afterlife. I like that he first tries to hit on that woman's legs, like just the legs.
That's all he needs, brother.
And then he goes over and goes, women.
Yeah. Then he gets his head shrunk.
He does. He gets his head shrunk. That looks really cool. And then we see Lydia dancing with the football team.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I had a good time.
I did too.
I don't know. It didn't, yeah, everybody and their mother is like, this movie's something. And like, yeah, it's weird. It didn't blow so much hot air up my skirt. I was wearing a skirt while I watched it.
That's weird. I like this movie a lot.
What would you give it on Letterboxd?
Oh, that's a great question. And the listeners should follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. I'd give it 3.5 stars.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Very simple, very easy. 3.5 stars on Letterboxd.
Now, Robbie, is this a movie that you would say is sequel worthy?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
We
I
never
think
needed
this is fine.
It's not even a matter of being sequel worthy. It just doesn't need it. You wrapped up your story.
Right.
Like anything that's a hit, I guess, is technically sequel worthy because if it made money.
Yeah, I guess worthy is not the
but
right.
Like, it doesn't need a sequel. It's not asking for a sequel. But I do know they were trying to make a sequel for years.
Oh, okay. That changes it a little bit.
Like, originally they tried to do one where it's like Beetlejuice in Hawaii or something like that.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, I do understand the want to be like, okay, you know what? We're going to change it up. We're not going to be in this gloomy fucking dusty old house the whole movie. We're going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But again, I think the problem was they were trying to make Beetlejuice now like the good guy.
Yeah, and I saw a thing where Michael Keaton was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, of course he's promoting the movie, so he's not going to say anything bad about it. But he was like, there's a lot less improvisation. And right away I was like, oh, that sucks. That's what makes Beetlejuice. One more.
Don't say it. Don't you dare say it.
Beetlejuice. Nothing happened, Robbie. This movie's fake.
Yeah.
I have a what do you call it? Leftover question. Questions. Why is Beetlejuice's name spelled differently from the title?
I think he's just named after the star.
That's a star?
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Huh. And is it spelled the way his...
Betelgeuse, I think.
Okay. Well, sometimes these questions get answered.
I have 3 trivias.
I also have 3 trivias.
I had 4.
Oh, but I ruined it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to add one in right now.
Whoever ruined it, doomed it.
I'm adding in a fourth one right now.
Okay. You
What's
don't
the
have to, Robbie. You don't
What's
have
the
to.
name of the hardware store that Adam and Barbara go to?
You got multiple choice, or
Is it Maitlands, 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 Maitlands?
Maitlands?
No,
Really, Maitlands?
no,
Maitlands?
no.
The third one,
Yeah, it was Maitlands.
Maitlands.
Yeah, which is also apparently their last name in the movie.
You really threw me off.
Yeah,
Because you struggled.
yeah.
That was incredible.
I struggled so I could think of a first two answers.
Holy shit. Robbie's a genius.
Yo, that's why they call me
Dr. Love.
Lanny Poffo.
Why do they call you Lanny Papa?
Because he was a wrestler called the Genius.
Oh.
He was also Macho Man's brother.
Every day's a school day.
Ooh, yeah. Hit me with some trivia.
All right. Whose favorite movie is this? Winona Ryder, Michael Keaton, Tim Burton, or Alec Baldwin?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Who's his favorite role that he's ever done?
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand why. According to the newspaper that Beetlejuice is reading, sandworm incidents are up 11%, 13%, 15%, 17%.
15,
No,
17,
no,
11.
no.
The other one.
13.
Fucking crushed it, dude.
Yeah.
What percentage, speaking of, according to IMDb, did Michael Keaton improvise his lines? Was it 50%, 75%, 85%, or 90%?
75%.
No.
85%.
No.
90%.
Yes.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah. I think they were just like, do your thing, brother.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm a perfect.
I would like to see how much is left on the cutting room floor.
I would imagine hours and hours
Yeah.
of footage.
Like
Yeah.
Robin Williams and Aladdin, where it's like, just stop. You can just
Yeah.
stop.
And like Jim Carrey in The Mask.
Yeah.
I would imagine, especially the whole time when I was watching this, I was like, oh, The Mask they saw Beetlejuice. And they were like, let's do that. Let's do that. It is strikingly similar. You know, and not in plot, but like that character.
I get what you're saying, because
Yeah.
it's like you know, weirdo.
Yeah, like a weird perv, like weird horn dog who can do otherworldly things, just manifest shit.
Yeah.
Seemingly immortal. You know, like just weird shit.
Saves the day, but isn't a good guy.
Yeah.
Hey, finish this line speaking by Otho. Deliver me from LL Bean, Sears, Macy's, J.C. Penney.
Is it LL Bean?
It is LL Bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did Tim Burton want to play Beetlejuice?
Me.
No. Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Nicolas Cage, or Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson.
No.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, he apparently he was, a big fan growing
Yeah.
up, and he was like, "That's the guy." That's the guy. Sammy Davis Jr.
All right.
I don't think he couldn't do it. I think he could have done.
No,
it.
he definitely could have.
Sammy Davis Jr. You ever see him play drums?
No.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Really?
Yeah. It's like- he's just having a fit on
Yeah.
a drum set. No, he's like crazy good on drums.
Huh.
And he's got a glass eye.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Pop that shit out like a fucking grape, brother.
Well, I have one more trivia.
Okay.
What's the name of the strip club that Beetlejuice goes into? Satan's Sin Palace, Lucifer's Lust Land, Beelzebub's Brothel, Dante's Inferno Room.
Satan's
No.
Beelzebub.
Nope. No. Nope.
Help me, Robbie. The second one. What was the second one?
Second one was Lucifer's Lust Land.
Yeah, isn't that it?
No.
Jesus Christ. It's the last one, man.
Yep, it's Dante's Inferno Room.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're beating me up with trivia.
Bop, 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 bop,
My
bop.
face.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My money.
You didn't need that face.
It's true. This is a podcast.
It is a podcast.
Andy, I wrote a song.
Same.
I also have a pick to flip.
Yo, flip that shit, Robbie. Tails.
It's heads.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm a positive guy, so I'm going to go first. You know why?
Why?
Because my song is called Say His Name.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
That
My
was
song's
one-
called Don't Say His Name.
I know.
Wow.
So let's be positive, Pete's. I'll go first.
All right.
My song is called Say His Name. It's about the movie Beetlejuice. And I don't really have much to say about it. It's really about the dude Beetlejuice. A lot of call and answer vocals in this. And it goes like this.
Say his name and he appears. Show you how to inflict fear. He's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Can't keep his hands to himself. That's why he is stuck in hell. He's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Dirty jokes that are downright rotten. Underground with the forgotten. If you need his help, you're gonna have to say his name. He's always looking for some play. He always has something to say. He's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Shares a name with the star. He always goes a bit too far. He's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. He's got a price and he's looking for a lover. Someone's coming, so we better take cover. If you need his help, you're gonna have to say his name. Say it once, say it twice, say his name 3 times. Say it once, say it twice, say his name 3 times. If you didn't read the book, then your afterlife was cooked with Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Bannister with a snake's head. Everyone he knows is dead. It's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Presents himself as some kind of savior. Everybody knows about his behavior. But if you need his help, you're gonna have to say his name. Say it once, say it twice, say his name 3 times. Say it once, say it twice, say his name 3 times.
That was my song called Say His Name.
I like that that build up at the very end. I like that. That was
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah, it's about Beetlejuice
What?
and how he's like a weirdo.
What are you writing songs about Beetlejuice for?
Well, I do this podcast called the Royds Review Podcast.
No way. Me too.
Oh shit! Do you have a song about Beetlejuice?
Boy, do I.
Yo, tell me about it.
Well, you have anything else to say about yours?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
I liked it, Robbie.
Thank you. No, I don't. I don't have anything else to say about Beetlejuice.
Okay. I like how your vocals, your call and response, the response or the call. I forget which is which, but they like phase. I like it. It's cool.
Thank you.
It's a cool sound. My song's called "Don't Say His Name."
Oh,
Yeah, and I had this riff or chord progression. I don't know, something. I've had it for years, and when I wrote it years ago, I was like, "This is very Danny Elfman." And when we did this, I was like, "I know what I'm using," because this is a very Danny Elfman score, you know?
Yes.
So I figured, all right, let me use my Danny Elfman riff. And then I decided to do some weird shit because this is a weird movie.
Yeah.
So it's called Don't Say His Name, and it's weird, and it goes a little something like this.
Don't say his name. You'll only have yourself to blame. Think all this is vain. Bodies at the bottom of the lake. Please don't say his name. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. Don't ever say. Haunts the haunted. Don't ever say his name. Please don't say his name. Don't say his name. Don't say
Was that the Chipmunks?
Yeah, I was saying Beetlejuice over and over again. It like Beetle was cutting through, but Juice wasn't. So a lot of times it's just like Beetle. But I'm saying Beetlejuice.
I got it.
Yeah, and I put a pitch thing on, so I did one an octave down and one an octave up, and then one right in the middle. So, because I figured, like, when his head shrinks,
Yeah.
and he starts, so I figured.
I think I got a good look here.
Yeah. So I did one with that. I don't know. I just tried a whole bunch of shit, and yeah, that's my song. It's called "Don't Say His Name."
I liked it a lot.
Well, thanks. I also ripped his laugh off YouTube.
Oh, I
Don't
thought
tell
you did the
anybody.
laugh.
No, I ripped that straight out of the movie.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Ripperoo over here.
I was, you know, I was gonna do the laugh, but to be honest, I was recording this last night at like midnight, and I was like, I don't have it in me. I mean, let me get that off the YouTubes.
Push through, brother. Just do it.
Nike over here. Oh, Robbie, where can they find us on the socials?
First
Oh,
of
hold
all,
up, Robbie. What are we doing next week?
next week we are doing Transformers.
Yucky.
More than meets my thighs.
Oh, Robbie, what about the socials?
You can go to Instagram, you can go to TikTok, you can go to YouTube. That's all we really use. Type in TheRoydsBand. There we are. You can see our smiling faces, hear clips of the podcast. You can interact with us. Do that there. You could also listen to the podcast on YouTube if you're not already. The Royds Review Podcast. Wherever you are listening to us, like, subscribe, give a 5-star review. How do you do all that stuff? It really helps us out. Andy, our music.
Okay, you go to Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, really.
Horntown.
If that's where you get it, you search The Royds, and you will find a plethora of songs, both about movies and otherwise. But you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com, and you will find every single song that you're looking for from The Royds. We're talking guest songs, bonus songs, every single song for the podcast, and every single song that we recorded elsewhere. Now, like Robbie said, like and subscribe, all that stuff really helps. Leave a comment wherever you do. Thank you so much for listening. Next week, Transmorphers. More than meets Robbie's thighs.
All right, bye, everybody.
I'll see you later.